What's up, everyone? Today's video topic is be who you are always. Because you're going to go through life, and everyone is always going to have some sort of expectation or way that they think you should act based off of whatever your job might be, your sex, race, culture, whatever have you. And the thing is, you just got to be who you actually are. Because the reality is, there's 7 billion people on this earth, and there is 100% chance that there's someone similar to you that has gone through what you've gone through, that has a similar personality as you, and the same quirks that you might have. And so trying to live up to other people's expectations is just not going to make you happy at the end of the day. And the thing is, usually those types of people that are telling you you should act this way or that way, they're projecting their own insecurities onto you. And the thing is, you can't let them get to you, because ultimately you are who you are. And if you try to live up to what other people think you should be, again, you're just not going to be happy. For me personally, I've experienced a lot of social adversity. I have ADHD, and so I'm very quirky, I'm very goofy, but aside from those things, I'm also very blunt, straightforward, and I expect the same level of respect that I give to other people, and that is one of my values that I hold very highly. And so if someone is rude or disrespectful to me, whether they be a boss, a customer, or just a stranger, I'm going to call them out on it and let them know that their behavior is not acceptable to me. And if they don't want to accept that behavior change or being called out, then quite frankly, they can just leave my life. I don't have any quarrel with them leaving or not being a part of my life anymore. And that is one thing that a lot of people in my life, friends, family, they found it to be, I don't really know how to explain it, but they don't view it as the correct way to approach things. They don't want me to ruffle any feathers, I guess, so to speak, by being that way. And the thing is, it really comes down to self-respect. And like I've said in other videos, is that no one will ever do or say anything to you that you don't allow them to do. And so you got to hold that standard. And if you, like me, expect a certain level of respect from everyone, and you have to hold that standard no matter who it is. Otherwise, you're not being who you really feel that you are. Another thing that's always gotten me looked down upon, I guess, or maybe not quite looked at in the light that I would hope, is just being goofy. I love making lame, punny type of jokes, and I've always faced that most people, they confuse your personality with your level of intelligence. That's at least been my experience, where I like to make lame, dumb jokes, and therefore a lot of people that I've worked for thought that I had a very low intelligence and wasn't capable of thinking highly, which, if you really know me and we've had some deep conversations, you know that I am the complete opposite, and I'm just a goofy dude that loves those types of jokes. I'm not into being fake or being negative throughout life. I like to laugh at things, and I just don't take life in general too seriously, even in some situations that some people might think that you should. Because, and the thing is, everything around us is going to burn, it's going to disintegrate and disappear, and it's really just not going to matter. And the thing is, if it doesn't kill you or put you in jail, it's not going to hurt you, it's not going to destroy you or your life or anything like that, because you can always come back. You can always come back from anything. You can come back from your house burning down. You can come back from losing your job or going broke, going bankrupt. You can always come back from that, because at the end of the day, so long as you don't quit, you never actually fail. And that's the type of mindset that I have on everything. And so say if, actually, I was going to try and give a general example, but a specific personal example I can give is 2 weeks before I moved out here to Florida, the car that I had actually burst into flames, and I watched it burn down in a Burger King parking lot. And I was actually cracking jokes with the police officers and firemen that were standing next to me, talking about how I should have brought some hot dogs or marshmallows so I could cook them up. Although they probably wouldn't have tasted very good with all the plastic and whatnot in the smoke. But, for a lot of people, they wouldn't be able to handle a situation like that with such lightheartedness, because, most people, and I don't escape from that fact, I rely heavily on my car. I have to have a vehicle to get to work. I have to have a vehicle to do everything essentially in my life. And so for most people, losing your car is a catastrophic life event. And a lot of people can't handle that, especially not look at it as a lighthearted thing. But I lost that truck, but within 2 weeks I had a new truck. And so was it really that big of a deal? Not really. I have car insurance. That's what it's for. I had a rental for the time that I didn't have a vehicle, and so I was able to get to work. I was able to accomplish the things that I needed to do in that time. And once all of the insurance paperwork and whatnot was processed, I went out and I got a new truck. I now have a Tahoe. So it's really just not a big deal. And as long as you're not losing irreplaceable things such as people or animals, pets, and things like that, it's recoverable and you'll get through it. And so you just got to remind yourself of that when life throws you a shit ton of lemons to make lemonade out of. So that's what I got for you today. Again, just be who you are, because at the end of the day, you can't be anyone else, and your happiness is what's most important in this life. So, something to think about.